Hey guys, it is Saturday here in West Virginia, and as I mentioned yesterday, if we found something worthwhile, we would do another video. Well, we found something worthwhile to do a video on at Walmart yesterday. Not really what I had my hopes up for, but we did get some new car culture stuff. It's actually the box set, one of the Hot Wheels premium 4-piece sets, and it is this set here, the Yokohama Advan set, which is pretty cool. I know I had been wanting to see this one for a while, so it's not like a brand new release, but it's a brand new release for our store, our area. So yeah, that's all we could get. And the prices went up by, I think it's roughly like 20%, because these are now $32 and some change plus tax. So our tax is, I think, 6.5%. So basically it's like 34 or something, 30, almost 35 bucks to get this set. It's crazy. So even before taxes, the cars are basically $8 each, and that's what the Boulevard and the car culture stuff went up to. I think the pop culture stuff is still like $1 cheaper. I think it's still like 6 something, and then the other ones went up to 7 something, almost $8 each. And this breaks down to cars being $8 each, a little over actually, because as I said, it's $32 and some change, and you break that into 4 parts. Well, that's $8 and a few cents per item, which is crazy. But as I said, I haven't found anything for over a month, so I figured I would go ahead and grab this and do a video on it, and then most likely end up selling them afterwards. There's still 3 more sets of these at our store. They will probably be there for a little bit, but I don't know, because some people are going to be like me and they're like thankful there's new stuff and maybe just buy it because it's something new. Well, anyways, on the back it tells you what's in there, but you can see already, I showed you, but there's a 95 Toyota MR2 TRD 2000 GT, and then my favorite one, the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR LBWK in your Porsche 962, and the Aerolift hauler, which is a really sweet looking hauler with the gold or copper 4-spoke wheels on it. And it does, those haulers do have a functional slide back. If you're not familiar with them, they're pretty cool. So yeah, that's actually that, and the Skyline would probably be the ones I would keep if I was going to keep any, but I've already started to expand my collection in different areas besides Mopar, and I do not need to go back to JDM again. So I'm trying to keep it at least in like areas of my roots, like muscle cars, trucks, things like that. So anyways, on the bottom, yeah, sorry we didn't get a really broad picture on this. It's about as good as I can do. We have some licensing stuff on the bottom, and the, I think, warnings about choking hazards and things like that. But mostly licensing stuff, but no write-up or anything. On the front, it also tells you what's in here: Aerolift, Porsche 962, Nissan Skyline, and the 95 Toyota MR2. It would have been a lot cooler if they would have put Advan on the outside of the box. Oh, they did. Oh, my bad. So it is on the side. It would have been cool, though, to see it on the front. They had enough room there. That would have been really sweet to have it right on the front. All you do is have a little bit of a red line there. So, yeah, it's okay. But having it on the end caps is pretty cool. And then they have the gold Hot Wheels lettering like you're doing for the 2025 premium stuff and the single packs. So pretty cool. The only other set that I've come across this year that I unboxed a few months back was the Moon Eyes. I forget what the hauler's called, but it had the Moon Eyes boat, and then it had the Toyota drift truck, which was kind of cool. That's probably the best thing in that set. The rest of the set kind of sucked, in my opinion. They had that Citroen panel truck, and then they had a boat, and then they had the hauler. So, not really anything that hot except for the Toyota drift truck. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this opened up and take a look at them. They are sealed with round stickers. You can't really see it. I guess you can see the curvature right there of the sticker. They're pretty big. They're much bigger than what M2 has on like their stuff. But this is also a bigger box. So we'll just go ahead and cut one of these ends open. I'm not even going to try to peel it back because it'll probably be impossible. So let me get this over here in front of me so I can see it. Okay, so got the same cut, pulling the flap open, bend down the tabs, and then slide out the insert. And the background is cool. That'd be great for some night shots, like, well, trying to represent some night shots, like at a track or something with some race cars. Pretty cool. And the layout itself is really cool. Just the 4 cars or 3 cars. I still say that they should at least throw in one more car and put it on the hauler. They've already got like rubber bands holding it down, so what would be the big deal? Slip a car and underneath the rubber bands and such. And there's even holes in like some of the beds, or these slide backs you can wrap around the bed and wrap on the car so it won't come off easily. That would be really cool to have this as a 5-piece set, a hauler with 4 race cars or 4 cars, whatever it may be. But yeah, the $32 price tag is killing me. Unless like there are cars that you really, really want, or they're really, really rare. These things are going to start being shelf warmers and peg warmers. So the easiest way for me, as I pointed out before on these sets, they tape over the rubber bands on the bottom so you cannot get to them too easily. So basically the best way to get them off the box floor here is to lift them up a little bit and then just snip the rubber bands, if you can find them. Okay, so we got one more. There we go. So we got our aero lift off. Pretty cool. And they did rubber band the thing down so it wouldn't slide back, but as you can see, it's got a functional rollback, which is cool. As I said, the hauler itself is really neat looking. So it'll look good with any of these 3 cars on the back of it. Just trying to cut these other rubber bands that they have holding it down. Yeah, these are... Yeah, they really want to make sure it stays in place. Luckily, none of the rubber bands go across the car like the 100% shit. That way it doesn't ruin the paint. But as I said, I would like to see a 4th car on the back of the haulers. And even if it meant them having to rubber band to tie it down, that would be fine with me. Or they could do some kind of blister thing that holds it to the transporter, just kind of put a dome over it like they did with some of the ones in that set that I was just explaining to you. They had domes over top of the Citroen panel truck, so they could figure something out, because the $32 price tag is just pretty bad. But I guess we're gonna have to live with it because the cars are pretty much $8 a piece now, so that's what it boils down to. Okay, well, that was easy to get out. I don't even think the back one was really holding it down too good. So, anyways, pull some of these rubber bands off. Yeah, this is a cool looking car. With the livery, I'm not a big fan of this car itself, this type of racing, and the mismatched wheels. I've never been a fan of that. I know, like, that's how the real ones do it. Sometimes they have mismatched wheels and things like that and such, but to me, I don't like it. But for people that are into this kind of racing and are Porsche fans or Advan fans, this is going to be like a must-have. This is a really cool looking car, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not cool. It is cool, just not my cup of tea. But as I said, any of them are going to look slick on that transporter. That's awesome, actually. It looks really cool. Now, let's get my pick for best car of the box set, and that would be this guy here. Yeah, even when I seen this thing, I was like, man, that thing's really cool. I should keep it, or I should start collecting the Hot Wheels LBWK 2000 GTR. But honestly, that's not even my favorite. The Hako is my favorite, the first gen GTR. This would be your second gen, the Ken Mary. But anyways, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with my muscle cars and pickup trucks and stuff like that. But it is really cool. These little tiny Watanabe style wheels, they're really cool that they made them this small for the car. It does really look like a JDM like style. It does look like the one that what's his name, Kato Watura, I think is his name, has the light blue, baby blue colored one. That's the same like setup it has. It looks really good. They did a nice job on this one. It's a little big for 1/64th for this particular car, but it's still pretty cool, and it looks really slick on the back of that thing there. I think that's the one that suits it most because of the JDM style 4-spoke wheel with the low pro tires. It looks like drift style wheels and tires on the rollback, and then you have that car on the back of it. That looks really cool. It would have been a much cooler though if they would have had the same wheels though. The little 4 spokes on this thing would have been really sweet. But the Watanabes, or Mini Light, I think they're called, the second brand. The Mini Lights are more, I don't know, they were more of the American like style 10 spokes or 8 spokes, whatever they were. The Watanabes are more of the JDM stuff. So, pretty sweet. So, last but not least is the Toyota MR2. Yeah, that one's on there tight. My scissors really suck, too. There we go. So, yeah, these were easier, though. It's just like it needed one band side cut, and that was it on most of them. Well, I'm not going to mess with this too much. Well, there it goes. Some of these are hard to get off. Some of them are easy. But, anyways, yeah, this car looks good with the 6 spokes on it. The car itself looks really good. I've never been a big fan of the Toyota MR2s, but in this livery with these wheels and tires and such, it looks pretty slick. Nice casting too. It has the mirrors casted in. Let's just film those other ones to see if they had any kind of mirrors or not. But they would have the pedestal style mirrors for this, or actually the fender mirrors. What am I talking about for the JDM? And this car, I don't even think has mirrors. So it's a race car. So I don't know, just interior mirrors. That would be about it. But yeah, this is a pretty cool casting. I don't think it's brand new. Let's see. 2025? Yeah, it is a brand new casting. Huh. I thought I had seen it before, but maybe not. That is a really cool looking car. The wheels, tire, everything on the car looks great. So, that's it for your new Advan box set, guys. Up close and a detailed look at them, and they spin around on this guy. As you can see, a beautiful job on the tail lights, the tampos. It's not just tampos either. It's actually got the details of the lights chiseled into it. The rear valence with the vents in it, the exhaust tips, Advan plate is cool. Your MR2 logo and that TRD style wing is pretty cool. And then the front end detail, you got your fog lights and the mesh grille, Toyota logo on the front header panel there. Really a nice ride. And it is a right-hand drive too, it looks like. Maybe. Yeah, it has to be, isn't it? It looks like the cluster is over there, but I can't see the steering wheel. Oh well, we'll say it's right-hand drive. This car definitely should be right-hand drive. Yeah, I can see the steering wheel there. And that's just center drive. There's only one seat. So anyways, that's it. I think it's only one seat. Aren't these one-seaters? I believe they are. But anyways, guys, that's it. I am not well educated on these style race cars. So I am probably not the best person to describe that Porsche. But anyways, they're all sweet. Cool set, very pricey set, but that's because of our new tariffs and taxes and things. We're just going to have to deal with it if we want to keep collecting. It's really going to hurt the scalpers out there, that's for sure. But, it will make it easier for collectors to find, like, regular release stuff on the pegs, but we're going to have to pay for it. So either way, we're still going to be paying through scalpers or with the new taxes. So anyways, guys, that's it. And we will be back again on Monday for our Mopar Monday. I got some green light stuff to unbox for you guys, some old Mopar muscle. And I did a quick video of like my new layout on one of my shelves of all my Mopar muscle, the classic muscle cars, and I'll upload that tomorrow. It's only like a 4 or 5 minute video, nothing that extravagant. So be sure to turn on your notification bell so you know when I drop that video, and I appreciate you watching, guys. Enjoy your Saturday.